Okay, boys and girls, it's Gasasino, and we are making dinner tonight. We're going to have leftover brisket, some smoked brisket, leftover smoked pulled pork, and some leftover burnt ends that we bought from Hy-Vee off the shelf. So, we're gonna put the meat in later. I don't want it to overcook and be tough, so we'll start with the chili. Got some Hy-Vee brand chili. It was on sale today for 49 cents at my local Hy-Vee. Thank you, Hy-Vee. Let's see, we've got about 9 cans of chili we're gonna try to fit in this crock pot. If we still have room, we'll add some more. Alright. Get these going. Okay, we like a little mystery in our chili, so I've got some Bush's Best red beans and chili sauce. Spicy chili sauce, sorry. We like a little heat in our food. Okay. Put that in there. Got me a little silicone spatula out, just in case I might need to scrape one of these cans with it. We've got some Bush's Best Chili Magic. It says it's campfire style. It's a chili starter. Something new we're trying, but hey, how else do you know what you like unless you try something new? And we're a big fan of different when it comes to dinners because we like variety. So we've got a mixed chili beans, kidney, and pinto mild chili sauce. Feeling pretty good, not needing that spatula. We've got some Mrs. Grimes spicy hot chili and chili sauce. And all of this came from Hy-Vee. And yes, I try to get everything on sale. And we also usually make enough food for the whole neighborhood, and it just sits in the refrigerator and goes to waste. Also got some Hy-Vee brand Mexican style corn, whole kernel with red and green peppers. What else have we got hiding over here? Oh, your Hy-Vee brand diced tomatoes with green chilies. We love tomatoes in our chili. So on that note, we have 2 cans of Hy-Vee whole peeled tomatoes. Suppose we should turn this on. I'm gonna put it on low for now. Got some running to do in a little bit, so more tomatoes. This thing's getting full. We'll have 1 more can of the Hy-Vee chili. We'll go ahead and add that. So still need room for the meat and an entire 1-pound block of Hy-Vee pepper jack, which I also got on sale today for I think $3.49, somewhere around there. And I'm lazy. I'm just gonna throw this whole thing in there, just like this. And yes, I pre-opened all the cans and the packages so that you guys didn't have to be all bored watching me try to open a bunch of cans and struggle with it. So we're gonna throw all this in here. And yes, I wash my hands and clean and prep the surface areas. Okay. So, for now, we're gonna let this warm up, get this cheese melted in there, and I will come back to you when we add the meat. And then after we add the meat, and it gets warmed up nicely, we've got some shredded cheese to put on top, some triple cheddar, Hy-Vee brand, got on sale, and we got 2 tubs of sour cream because some of the people in the house like to put sour cream on the chili. So, stay tuned. We'll be back with the finished product. Okay, boys and girls. So, I made this chili earlier. There's a little cut in the video. You guys probably won't notice it all. I remembered. I forgot a few things. So, this has actually been cooking on low for a couple hours. And I unplugged it because I forgot the chili powder. I forgot the pepper. McCormick's pepper, by the way. And Stone Mill chili powder. And most importantly, I forgot the Pace McCartney sauce. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat in now. And since this is cooled off, I'm gonna put the meat in, I'm gonna put the chili powder, the pepper, the salsa, and then I'm gonna stick this in the fridge, and we're gonna heat it back up and eat it tomorrow. So, first things first, we're gonna go overboard on some chili powder probably. But we like it spicy here. We like the heat. And I'm gonna say that was probably about half a shit ton or so. That's metric measurements, by the way. And I'll tell you what, if you're friends and family with me, and you're actually watching any of my YouTube videos, put a comment on here, I'll give you some. After it's done. One of my favorite ways to make chili is using leftover smoked meat on the smoker. Unfortunately, I didn't smoke it because our smoker is not working currently. So, we're gonna have a full shit ton of pepper. So the pepper, the chili powder, and the salsa I acquired from our local Walmart. Really don't want to promote them too much. I really don't like going to Walmart. It's a terrible place. The worst part about Walmart is I want to ask you for a receipt with 60 cameras and 40 people watching you the whole time you're self-checking out, and then still ask for a receipt. That really gets to me. So I like to play games with them. When they ask me for a receipt, I tell them in sign language, I'm deaf. And then they just leave me alone. Works every time. Ooh. Pepper's making me cough. Okay. I guess that was an actual shit ton or so. And there's probably, I'd say, a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups of salsa left in here. The whole thing's going. Every bit of it. So, if you like salsa, I guess I'm your guy to watch. Yeah, that does it for that. Okay. Now the meat. I have diced up the burnt tips, the smoked burnt tips, the brisket, and some smoked pork tenderloin. I didn't put as much tenderloin because I didn't feel like it tastes like it has a lot of smoke flavor to it. And I want this to taste smoky. So, here we go. Once I add all that in, let you guys watch what's going on with the goodness. I kind of cubed it up into bite-sized chunks, so it's not a little or a lot too overwhelming. So, now that that's in, we're going to give it a stir. Get everything mixed in really well. Now that I overfilled it like I knew I would, like I always do. It's actually still got some steam coming off of it because it's still warm. But I thought that'd be a good time to put that chili powder and pepper in there. Kind of break it down and get it mixed up. Do some figure eights in here. And also, I want to show you without making a mess. That big block of cheese I put in here, I probably should have sliced it up because it didn't melt down all the way. But no worries. We'll get it melted down tomorrow when we turn it back on. So, get this good mixed up. Clean off the edge here so the lid isn't as bad to clean. And that's why this silicone spatula works amazing. It just pulls all that right off of there. Okay, folks, there's that. Lid back on, let it finish cooling, put it in the fridge, pull it back out tomorrow. I'm gonna let it sit on the counter for a while to get the temperature of the crock pot back to room temperature before I stick it in here and turn it on, because it could possibly crack, and we don't want broken porcelain in our food. So that's it for now. Wait for the next video, and I will show you the finished product.